who has the privilege of coming out onto the park to face Real Madrid. Ever Banega is the man he's replacing. Disappointing from the Argentine. We expected so much from him today, didn't we?
Yeah, very disappointing, I think, from the whole Sevilla midfield. He and Pizarro have played so well together, and Franco Basquez as well has looked in fine form in recent weeks, but the three of them have been pretty poor, shown very little resistance, and also very little creativity for Sevilla in the middle of the park.
Muriel winning that in the air. Llorente wanting it more than Crondelli. Isco against Sarabia and Crondelli. The only way they can take it off him is with a foul from Sarabia.
Tell you what, it's been interesting to watch Isco since he came on for Cristiano Ronaldo, because you mentioned the fact that Ceballos, Llorente, Akraf would really want to show what they're all about, and it's a rare occasion for them to do so. Since Isco's been on the pitch, he's wanted the ball every possible moment he's been anywhere near it. Every time he has had the ball, he's tried to do something with it and make something happen. He's had a couple of shots already. He's really looked like he wants to impress.
Marcelo wins the corner. It came off Guido Pizarro. I've lost count of the corners Real Madrid have had, but they've always put Sergio Rico under pressure from their corners today. The first goal, of course, came in that way. Here's an opportunity for them to turn the screws again. Marco Asensio. Llorente. Lucas. Benzema. And Kier was there. And hoiks it away. Muriel deals with it well, gets away from Marcelo. It's 3 against 2 here. Here's Navas. 4 against 3. Sarabia screaming for it. Navas forced to turn. Good defending in the end. And Muriel with a very, very, very bland attempt.
Yeah, it was tame, wasn't it, from Muriel, which is a shame because it was good build-up play from Jesus Navas. Looked like he had wasted an opportunity to get across into the box, but came back onto his left foot. Foul Muriel, but it was a tame shot.
Benzema. Isco. Delicatessen from Isco. Benzema. Marcelo making an intelligent run. Benzema, of course, sees him. Trying to twist and turn his way away from Mercado. Finds Isco. Defeated by Pizarro. It's Mercado. Wins the throw for Sevilla. As we near the 83rd minute, just over 7 minutes to go. No change in the scoreline in this second half. It's still Real Madrid 5, Sevilla 0. And here's one of the occasions on which Keylor Navas has had something to do.
Yeah, it's interesting that Luis Muriel was put into the starting 11 because Ben Yedder's been in really good form in recent weeks. In fact, Luis Muriel hasn't started since that Celta victory when Sevilla managed to turn that game around, and Ben Yedder scored 13 goals in all competitions this season. Only 3 in La Liga, but he scored 2 in 2 games in the Copa del Rey and 8 in 8 in the Champions League. But it almost feels like a bit of a coin toss sometimes as to who plays, Ben Yedder or Muriel. They never really play together, and it's the case that Ben Yedder's played more games in La Liga, Muriel's played more, in the Champions League, Muriel's played more in La Liga. It's a bit of a strange one.
Well, the rotations have been constant, haven't they, since Berizzo took over. 4 changes from the team that beat Deportivo in the Sanchez Pizjuan last time out. But Madrid only made 1 more change, and all the talk has been crisis for Zinedine Zidane. How's he going to be able to deal with so many changes? Asensio blocked by Pizarro there. In the end, it's a good ball to Llorente. Doesn't quite catch the volley. Timing just a little bit out there. But once again, the ease with which Madrid are setting up goal-scoring chances is quite frightening.
And it's great, isn't it, to watch these youngsters combine. Must make Zidane and Florentino Perez very, very happy indeed, because they're the future of this side, no question. And they know each other's game, as you mentioned earlier, so well, the likes of Llorente and Ceballos and Asensio.
Navas doing well, but in the end just putting the cross into the gloves of Keylor Navas. There's Isco. Ceballos, Asensio, Ceballos again, Isco. Oh, lovely play. Ceballos does well to find Lucas there. Lucas finding Marcelo. Marcelo in the box. Isco wanted it, and Lucas couldn't quite find him. A little bit of frustration there for Isco, but Sevilla give it straight back. Isco over the top. Here's Ashraf again, and it's blocked by Rico. Absolutely relieved to get there ahead of the young Moroccan, who's really enjoying himself out there, Duncan.
Yeah, he's had a really good game. We've mentioned him time and time again because he's been astute in defence. He's been very, very clever, covering runs, appearing in the right place at the right time, but likewise in attack as well. He's been that man continuously on the overlap, in space on the right-hand side. Scored his first Real Madrid goal, which is still the last one they scored in the 42nd minute, which was a very neat finish as well. So he's shown today and every time I think he's played what a complete player he is. Very reliable in defence, but also excellent going forward.
Marcelo on the ball and finding Isco. Isco cutting it back in the vague direction of Benzema, but in the end it was nearer to Marcelo. Madrid winning it back straight away. Ceballos on the ball. Llorente's looked poised, hasn't he, since coming on? Here he is on the ball now, finding Lucas. Lucas surrounded by red shirts. Crondelli, in the end, giving it away precisely to Llorente. Here's Isco. Ceballos. Lucas Vázquez to Ashraf, plenty of space for him. To the far post, and Mercado thinking the better option is to head it over the byline, because, well, at least that kills a few more seconds as the clock creeps towards the 90-minute mark. Isco with the corner, Ceballos back to Isco. Blocked by Geis. Only as far as Marcelo. Marcelo picking out Lucas Vázquez. Llorente. Marcelo. Isco. Asensio. Vallejo. Nacho to Ashraf Hakimi. Llorente. Lucas Vázquez. Llorente. Isco. Ceballos to Benzema. And it'll be kept in play now. Marcelo's prepared to let that one go for a throw-in. They are enjoying it, aren't they? It's like a training session this second half. We're inside the last 2 minutes. It's almost insulting, the difference in quality that we've seen out there today.
There is an enormous gap between these two sides, and you wouldn't have said that prior to this game.
Well, Asensio has a go. His body language, his reaction absolutely clear, but nobody's going to criticise that one.
It was a huge opportunity today for Sevilla. They've been in excellent form of late. They're tied on points with Real Madrid. It would have...
Not anymore, they're not.
Well, no, not anymore. They were going into this game, and it would have been an incredible result had they managed to upset Real Madrid here at the Santiago Bernabeu, which wouldn't have been a ridiculous thing to have expected, considering Real Betis have picked up 3 points here, considering Levante and Valencia both got a draw at the start of the season, considering the kind of form that Real Madrid have got in